In the evening gloom, when war invaded the shadows, the battlefield near a small French village witnessed something inexplicable. Slowly, under the downpour and amidst the wind, warriors from both sides felt something unknown, as if a sinister gaze observed every step. It was autumn 1944, and the surrounding forest seemed like living fears from fairy tales. Trees bent under the pressure of the wind, as if trying to convey something, but their whispers were hard to understand. Soldiers felt a strange cold that could not be explained by rain or cold wind. It was a cold emanating from the very earth, as if it inhaled the souls of the fallen. The division commander, an experienced military leader, began to hesitate before this strange phenomenon. The soldiers of his division looked at him with concern, their gazes mingling with the shadow of fear. However, despite the unknown, the division was called to fulfill its duty. The commander, despite his doubts, gave the order to advance. That's when the battle began, which became a witness to something otherworldly. At first, in the distance, muffled cries were heard, as if the ghosts of the deceased walked the battlefield. The gunfire and explosions acquired their own rhythm, as if an invisible hand conducted this macabre orchestra. Soon, invisible shadows began to wander among the fighters, their steps sounding like muted flashes of light, but not from explosions. It was something supernatural that illuminated the dark, divisible moments. Soldiers, feeling something inexplicable, stopped shooting, freezing in awe. Their eyes met in the darkness, and they saw the reflection of fear in each other's eyes. Amid the chaos of war, something incredible happened. Shadows, like resurrected ghosts, began to materialize around. They were silhouettes of soldiers from the past whose souls were trapped in this world. They marched across the battlefield, shadow after shadow, as if the Second War had just begun for them. The leaders of both sides understood that they had become witnesses to something otherworldly. The commander and the German commander stood face to face, separated by the dark curtain of war and mysterious shadows. Suddenly, on this supernatural war stage, words sounded. Words not spoken by mouths, but emanating from the air itself. These were frightening questions, some of which remained unanswered for centuries. Even the bravest warriors could not withstand this strange judgment. Finally, when the first rays of dawn pierced the dark clouds, the shadows began to dissipate as if they were part of a mystical dream. The battlefield returned to reality, but the hearts of the warriors remained filled with mysterious awe. They continued their war, but something changed in them. They became witnesses to a terrifying scenario that did not fit into ordinary history books. It was a war marked not only by the loss of lives, but also by an encounter with the unknown, making it even more eerie and mysterious.